Hello, welcome to my channel. We will be doing question number 7. It's fairly simple, not difficult at all. So we are given a function f of x equals a times cos bx plus c. And we are given the information that the period of this function is 60 degree, amplitude is 10, and when f of 0 is equal to 14. Okay, so from this information, we need to find the values of a, b, and c. If you remember, this cosine is a periodic signal, periodic function, and this part determines its period, right? This part is responsible for its period. Okay, what does it mean? Remember, we know that a cosine function starts from 1 and it completes its cycle in 360 degree, right? So this part is 180 and this is 90 and this is 270, right? But now we are told that it completes its period in 60 degree, right? So when x goes from 0 to 60 degree, in this time interval or in this interval of x, your cosine signal completes a complete cycle. It finishes a complete cycle. Okay, it means that bx, it goes through a complete thing of 360 degree if x goes from 0 to 60 degree. So if x is in 60 degree, so it means b must be equal to 360 over 60. So this is 6. Okay, I hope it's clear. Uh, so, and since amplitude is 10, so this part, I told you that this is responsible for the amplitude, and this is equal to 10. So my f of x will become 10 cosine of 6x plus c, right? Now, we are given this information as well, that f of 0 is equal to 14. Okay, let's substitute x equal to 0 in this expression. So f of 0 is equal to 10 cosine 6 times 0 is 0 plus c. And this whole thing is equal to 14. This is given to us. Okay, remember what is cosine of 0? It is 1. Right, so this will become 10 plus c equal to 14. And of course, from here, we conclude that c is equal to 4. So my final answer is f of x equals 10 cosine 6x plus 4. Okay, this is our final answer. Hope it's clear. Let me do part B now. So in order to do B, I need some space. I'm going to erase all of this. Okay, so from here, where is my eraser? I always have this problem. Okay, here you go. Okay. Okay. So now I'm ready to do part B. Okay. Sketch the graph of y equals 3 sine 4x minus 2. Okay. When x is between 0 degree to 180 degree. Okay. So tell me, what is the graph for sine x? Simply sine x. Okay. Hope you remember, it goes from 0 and it completes one cycle in 360 degree, right? This is x and the y-axis is sine x. Okay. and this is 180 degree. So in 180 degrees, sin x goes from 0 to maximum and 1. And this is 1, and this is minus 1. So the maximum value is 1 and minimum is minus 1. Okay, now what about sine 4x? 4x means now it will, the frequency is 4 times more. So it we have shrunk the graph along x-axis 4 times. So now in 360 degree, instead of one complete cycle, it will go through 4 complete cycles. Okay. Or in 180 degree, it will go 2 cycles. It means it will go 1 cycle and 2 cycle. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. I didn't make 2 cycle, I made less than that. Okay. Okay. So in 180 degree, it will go 2 cycles. So let me make this is 90 degree. So in 90 degree, it will go through 1 complete cycle. So 1 cycle and 2 cycle. And let me not do beyond this because I have to go between 0 and 180 degree only. Okay. And this maximum value is 1 and minimum value is minus 1. Okay. Now when I to plot 3 times sine 4x. So the amplitude is increased by 3. Okay, so it is the same shape. Let me make it a little big on x-axis, and this is 180. So it will go 1 cycle and 2 cycle, but this time the amplitude is going to be 3 and minus 3. Okay, and finally, when we plot 3 times sine 4x minus 2. Minus 2 means I will shift my graph downward by 2. So what will happen is that the same graph just shifted down by 2. Okay, so if this is my y-axis, now this 3 will become, 3 will go to 1. And the lowest part will go to minus 5 because it is shifted down by 2 units. And 0 will move to minus 2. So the middle point of this graph is going to be at minus 2. This is the middle point, and around this I will fluctuate 1 cycle and 2 cycle. Okay, this point is 180 degree, and this is 90 degree, and this is how the graph looks like. Okay, let me make a sketch over here. So this is minus 2, and this is my mean value, and this is 1, and minus 3, 4, 5. This is minus 5. Okay, so I have to complete 1 second up till here. So I will go from here to here and here, and minus 5 and back to 90. And again, from here, I will go to maximum value of 1, come back here, minus 5, and come back to 0. Oh, sorry, over here. So let me erase this section. Okay, so this is my graph of the given function. This point is minus 180 degree. Okay, let me show you a nicer graph. So let me share with you another window. How do I do? Yes. Okay, so my share, I'm going to do this one. Okay. Okay, you see, this is the graph of sine x. I hope you can see this one. Yeah. So this is equal to sine of x. Okay. Now I'm showing you this graph, which is sine of 4x. So what happens up till 90 degree, I have one complete cycle now. Okay. Before in 180 degree, I have half cycle. 360 degree was the full cycle. But now it is 4 times more or 4 times shrunk in the x direction. So 90 degree, it have one complete cycle. Okay. Okay. Now when I go to 3 times this graph, so let me read the first one. Okay. So three times increasing, it means now the amplitude has increased from 1 to 3. Similarly, -1 has gone to -3, and so on. Okay, and finally, when I subtract 2, I will bring it down by 2 units. So let me erase this one. Okay, so this green one is 3 times sine 4x, and the red one is 3 times sine 4x minus 2. So it's going down by 2. So I hope you understand everything. Uh, Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video.